Sometimes, the plight of animals takes them to the edge of survival, leaving them with no choice but to seek assistance from the one species capable of understanding their distress: humans. Today, we invite you to witness gut-wrenching moments when animals desperately reach out for help, reminding us of the profound impact we can have on their lives. Get ready to experience a rollercoaster of emotions. Plastic containers are undoubtedly one of the most dangerous things for animals that we humans constantly litter in their nature. And here we have yet another stray dog who fell victim to this trash. Fortunately, he was rescued by kind people who had to tranquilize him to assure his safety. This stray cat was hit by a car that didn't even stop to help the poor animal, and it was left on the side of the road to die. Some people thought the cat was already gone, and it put flowers by its body. But when these people came to pick it up, they realized that the animal was still alive, although badly injured and in shock. This kind woman took the cat to the hospital, and amazingly, it survived and went on to live a happy life. Helping a trapped animal can be very dangerous, but without hesitation, these men teamed up to remove the pod that was stuck on the enraged bear's head. An iced-over pool may seem like a great spot to sniff, but as you can see here, the danger is real. Thankfully, the owners were nearby and jumped in to save the dog, who was struggling to stay above the freezing water. This poor dog who got his head stuck between a fence and was trapped there for several hours. Thankfully, though, these people finally heard the calls for help and freed the innocent animal. These builders were digging a sewer when they found something unexpected. And suddenly the work turned into an emergency rescue operation. This dog who got stuck in barbed wire and desperately tried to free himself, only making it worse. Even though they didn't know the dog, these kind people did not hesitate to save him. When this bat got electrocuted by flying into power wires and unfortunately died, her little baby was still miraculously alive under his fur. I think the poor thing doesn't want to let her mother go, but luckily, it looks like she has a new mother now. Despite the beauty of the experience, you should never release a balloon into the air, because the colorful rubber fabric can become a death trap for sea turtles, who easily mistake them for jellyfish. Just watch how this poor turtle was struggling to survive until it was found by these wonderful guys, who didn't hesitate to help the dying animal. This baby deer fell into the water and couldn't get back on land, with the mother also unable to help, but these people heard the tiny screams for help and decided to rescue it from drowning and reunite the baby with its mother. This sheep survived alone in the Australian bush for several years without ever being sheared, which eventually led to the animal carrying around 26 kilograms of burdensome wool. But thankfully, after many attempts, this organization could finally catch the sheep and rescue it. Firefighters, medics, and police are true heroes of society. Just watch as these police officers run into a burning house to save a dog before it's too late.
I don't know if there's any dogs here at the moment. Come here, Bubby. Come here, boss. Come here. Come here. Come here.
The brave men carry the dog out of the house and away from the dangerous smoke before they run back inside to check if anyone's left. These kind people risked their safety to free a dangerous bobcat from a trap. Just look how confused the poor animal is when it realizes the human was just trying to help. Hearts were pounding as a firefighter made his way on the thin ice to save this dog from drowning. The firefighter almost fell into the water as well, but only seconds before the ice completely collapsed, they were pulled back to safety. And here we have another brave firefighter saving a dog in a similar way. Watch how this brave man saves the cow from being eaten by a lion, then having a very intense standoff with a dangerous carnivore. This man witnessed his dog plunge through the thin ice, but didn't hesitate to jump in after him. Trudging their way through the shallow, freezing water, they make it back to safety. Somehow these magpies all got their heads stuck in a fence and were unable to free themselves, but today was their lucky day, as a man who was passing by stopped to free them. Here we have tiny deer who got himself into some trouble by getting his leg stuck in a barbed wire fence. But this little deer was very lucky to have been found by kind-hearted people, as they cut the fence and rescued the baby. Its mother was breathlessly watching from only 30 yards away, waiting to be reunited. After falling through a hole, this female dog got stuck in a sewer. She found herself in a horrible situation, and her babies were calling for her, wondering where their mother had gone. Luckily, these guys managed to get her out and clean her off, reuniting the mother with her babies. When this baby deer somehow fell into a hole in the ground and got trapped, the mother had to abandon it, but luckily these people found the cute animal and started digging it out without hesitation. Watch how this firefighter revives a cat that had been rescued from the basement of a burning house. Just listen to the cat meowing. It is very confused, but still so grateful to be alive. After saving 2 people from drowning in a river, this crew was not going to forget about the poor dog that was also fighting against the strong currents. They spent nearly 2 hours on the rescue mission, but it was all worth it in the end.
Here's, this is going to be it right here, this firefighter. All 3 of them in the water, rope around the neck, they got him.
They got him.
Great job, they got him, they hooked him there.
When a drowning squirrel was rescued from a swimming pool, the situation seemed hopeless. Thankfully, the rescuer knew how to perform CPR on the tiny animal and brought it back from the brink of death. After a long rescue attempt, the baby deer finally regains consciousness and sits with them to gather some strength before running away, back to the forest.
Yeah, okay, call mommy.
This mother, who performed CPR on a slightly bigger animal after a baby deer was found lifeless on the bottom of their pool.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to give it CPR.
Mom, it's opening.
Okay, all right, here I go.
Mom. It's gonna come